a sudden I hit it. Right, I'm going to go live. Here we
Okay.
go. All right, folks, here we are back on Trading 2021. Welcome to the first ever Forex Simulator Challenge with Austin Semeniuk. Austin, welcome all the way over there from, well, you were in the US and now you're in Mexico, I believe.
100%. Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, baby. Escaping the pandemic.
Cool, cool. So, Austin, we've got Austin on now. Why have we got Austin on first? Well, because Austin was the leader of my TradingView replay challenge. So he took out the #1 spot, held it for probably, I think, well, it was a good. You haven't lost it actually. You haven't lost the #1 spot. So it's been a good like 4 or 5, maybe 6 traders went after you, and you're still holding that spot. So well done. You're back here on this new challenge. We've got a new software. We're going to go through it all in a second. First of all, guys in the chat, can you just let me know you can hear us? We've got no technical issues. We did have an issue with Austin before where his internet dropped. He's in Mexico, so it's not his normal place of residence. So let's just hear a yes or a Y in the chat just to make sure you can hear us, and we'll get through this presentation. So to start off with, how does this thing work? Well, it's slightly different from the TradingView challenge that we had last time. So let's go through it. So you're going to find 5 consecutive trades on one market. So I went out to you guys and asked you, do you want to see the guys do 5 different markets or one market, 5 trades? And it was a resounding 1 market, 5 trades. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get them to step forward in time and find these 5 trades. So thank you very much for letting me know that this is being heard. That's great. Right, traders can enter, well, they must enter 5 trades before the chart data ends. And what we're going to do is we'll use the random starting point picked by Forex Simulator. And if the random starting point is closer than 2 years, we'll redo the random starting point. So we don't want to give like Austin 2 days to find 5 trades. It's probably going to be near on impossible. So traders can cancel their trade setup at any time before the entry triggers, and you've got to risk 2% per trade. So this is different from before where we had an R calculation. This is all done on percentages. So stop losses can't be extended once in the trade, so that would be obviously risking more than 2%. So yeah, it's basically 2% per risk per trade. So rankings based on overall percentage gain during the 5 trade challenge, and there is a maximum stop loss of 500 pips. So yeah, this we're using Forex Simulator software today. So this is completely different from our TradingView challenge. It's very realistic. The benefit of it versus the TradingView replay stuff is we can do multi-time frame. We can go as low as we want. We can do multi-market. And you can have more than one chart up. So if you want to do correlation, Austin, you can do correlation as well. There's also a 14-day free trial, guys. The link is below the video, so go check it out when you get a second. Now, this is the old TradingView replay challenge standings. I'm just going to show you here. So Austin, he had you're the only one. There was 2 of you that got a 80% win rate. So you won 4 out of 5 trades. The only other person was KJ McLaurin. And I believe that all your trades were winners and not break-evens as well. So well done. 7.65 was his R gain on that. So that was amazing. And you were chasing Forex here, who wasn't that happy about being beaten by just 0.4. But hey, it is what it is. So, guys, we've got a few guys coming up. We've got tomorrow, we've got Philip Bloom. So he is coming on tomorrow. He ranked here at 1.23 in that challenge. But he did come on again and do a competition against Jacob. And he did get 5R in that. So should be interesting to see how he goes and see if you can hold that top spot for at least 24 hours, Austin. There's other things to check out here on Trading Nut, guys. We've got the fundamental trading podcast that I put together with Kevin Jahoda. And also, I just put a video up yesterday, 15-minute trendline break strategy. You can go and check that out after this. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to jump into the simulator, Austin. We're going to get you to request remote access to my machine and go through it. So, guys, bear in mind, this is the first time we're using this software to do the challenge, so we might come up against some little hurdles here. I've had a good play at it. Austin's had a bit of a play at it, like literally 2 minutes worth just before. So we're going to see how it goes. So yeah, we've got requesting remote access now. That's been approved. You just need to click the screen and go for it. So right, no, sorry, you're not going to go for it. I've got to set this whole thing up. Right, so have you got access? Can you just move the mouse? Just want to make sure you've got access. Okay, cool. Right, so I'm going to what we're going to go and do is go simulation and pick a random date and time. So this is currently, we've got 5 years of data in here for Euro US dollar, which is the pair that Austin's going to trade. So random date and time, 2018, 03, 01. That gives you 2 years because we don't go all the way up to 2020, 2021. We go up to middle of 2020. Is that going to be enough time to get 5 trades in, do you think?
I don't know. I hope so. Do you want to refresh it?
2 years, you'll be able to get 5 trades in 2 years, right?
I hope so.
You hope so?
I hope so.
Okay. I mean, okay. Well, if you want, do you want longer?
No. I'm just trolling you. It's all
okay.
good.
Cool. Okay. Right. Yeah. I mean, so, you'll be surprised. Some of the guests have struggled to do that. So, okay, cool. So it's over to you. Click the mouse, and you've now got control of the machine. And I'll help along the way to make sure that we can, we don't get tripped up with some little things here that may trip us up.
Okay.
You're underway, mate. You're underway.
Oh, we're good to go?
Yep.
All right, perfect. That was awesome, that intro, by the way. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
Yeah, so right now I'm trading the supply and demand methodology. Last time I was on here, I did pretty well. So with me trading the supply and demand methodology, I'm really trying to find strong imbalances. So big, strong green candles up like this, or big, strong red candles like that. That's basically telling me that, hey, this is especially the Forex market, Euro USD, this is billions and billions of dollars coming into play. So when I see that, when I see these strong moves, that is telling me that, hey, there was a lot of buyers clearly down in here. If prices come back down into that same location where prices previously left before, then why shouldn't the buyers or sellers still be there potentially? If and when prices do come back. So that's what I'm going based off of. I'm waiting for price to come back up into maybe these daily supply and demand zones. And then I go down to a smaller time frame, and I wait for evidence to buyers or sellers starting to come in. There's many different ways to trade out there. There are millions and millions of different methodologies, different ways, right? So this is just one way. So let's just start going at it. Okay, so if I'm going to be drawing out my zones, I might just start looking for areas of looking for selling opportunities inside. Let's click that. So what I might do is I wait for price to go up in there, and then I might go down to the smaller time frame. We haven't changed anything, have we, Cam, since the smaller time frames?
No, we haven't changed anything. So if
I go down to the 1 hour,
it'll stay there. Yeah.
Why does that look like that then? Oh, why does it look different now?
Oh, hang on. Where did you go?
I don't know. I clicked the daily chart and it switched.
It switched to.
So weren't we on the daily chart?
I think you're on the 15-minute chart.
Oh, okay. I thought you left me on the daily. Okay.
Sorry, you're on the 15-minute chart.
Okay, yeah. So that's my bad. Ooh, that's my bad then. Let me delete that.
Sorry, mate. I should have been concentrating.
All good.
For some reason, so with a few technical things to trying to get through here, and I was trying to install a calculator on my iPad because I realized that Austin's got control of my screen, so I can't do the calculations I need to do. So sorry, mate. I missed that.
No problem. No problem. So let's keep going then. So I want to see big imbalances. I might see some buying coming in down in here. So maybe what I'll do is maybe go down to a lower time frame if and when prices do come back down here. And every time I push that button, it's scrolling through a daily chart, right?
Let's double check that for you. I'm just going to click and grab the mouse. Sorry, I wasn't watching. So every time you click the button, it's going to go through 15 minutes. If you want a daily, you just
can you change it to the hour?
Yep, hourly. Okay, so you got control now. If you click, you got control.
Okay. Yep. I think that's still the daily, but oh well.
Oh, sorry, that's right. Yeah, it is. It is when you go up. I now
There we
remember how it
go.
works. When you go up the time frames, it just does one bar. So it's only the lowest one. Now
Oh,
I
okay.
remember. Sorry, I set you wrong at the start before the show. Yeah, so that's how it works now. I
So
remember
is it
now.
using the daily or is it the one
So
hour?
sorry. Yeah, when you're in that current time frame, it'll use the daily.
Daily. But if I
Yeah.
go down to
If you
the
go down
one
to the
hour,
hour, so what I'll yeah, I know what we'll do.
no,
We'll
it's
do it
okay.
when you found something, we'll change it. Okay, because
Okay.
we're basically it's using. So if you set it to 15 minutes, if you go below 15 minutes, um, then it's gonna skip through 15 bars. If you say go to the 1 minute chart, but if you go above
Okay.
15 minutes, it's only gonna skip through one bar, and not every 15 minutes on a daily chart. Yeah.
Okay. So if I go to,
So now it's gonna skip through an hour. So let's just change that for you. Let me
oh, hold
just
on.
jump in here and
Oh,
change it for you.
okay.
So yeah, as I said, guys, we're gonna get some. So let's go 15. Okay, it's on 15 minutes. So you should. So now you got control again. Go for it. So you should be able to just go through normally now.
I'm just going to drag this across. Like that. Maybe we'll go down to the 15-minute. See, I kind of wish that's maybe where I got long, but all good. So then if I go one bar at a time, it'll be 15-minute, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I see now. I see now. So yeah, I'm waiting for price to go into these higher time frame demand zones, and then I wait for these pullbacks to happen on the smaller time frame. But let's go back to the daily. Let's just scroll through this.
I can't believe it. So somebody said that you disliked your own video. This video, is that right? Or
I did
yeah, somebody said in the chat
potentially.
you
No,
disliked this
nothing I'm
video.
aware of.
But regardless, guys, can you guys hit like? The ones that are watching, please hit like. This is going to be, you're going to get 5 trades here from somebody who is a very good trader, did very well on the last challenge. So, guys, you got to like this, right? It's free education.
Yeah. So what I'm waiting to see is basically, I wish this was trading view, was kind of price turns from inside out. So if prices are going down into my higher time frame daily demand zone, prices are going to be obviously down on every single time frame below that. But before prices go back up on the daily, on the 1 hour, you're going to see price going from down to sideways to up. So I'm trying to wait for that evidence to show me a price starting to turn up.
Okay.
Right. Just so people know what I'm doing. It's hard, this software, I'm not going to lie. So if we go deeper into it, I would like to see buyers trying to step in. If price breaks this whole area of demand, then I just go back up to my higher time frame and I wait for price to go into a new area of demand. So it did. So I go, okay, no trade. Oh, I'm going backwards now.
Going backwards, yeah.
All good. All good. I'm going to draw this area down here. How's the chat doing today?
Yeah, so let's have a look. So, okay, where's Austin situated this time?
Yeah,
Global
I'm
jet setter.
currently in, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, avoiding the pandemic. Everything's open here, right? So I just wanted to avoid everything, what's going on in the news, politics, get away from the cold winter up in Canada, you know?
There's actually another trader who's been on the show from Canada. Sorry, you're from Canada?
I am from Canada. As far as I'm aware of, yeah.
I thought you were from but you live in the States, do you?
No, not at all.
Don't
No.
you? I
Prefer
thought you
not
lived in the
to.
States
No,
for some
no.
reason. Ah. So yeah, there's another trader from Canada who's going down to Mexico. Ty, the FX guy, he just said he's moving to Mexico.
Sorry to interrupt you, Cam, but I was potentially going to enter a trade.
Okay.
So with this price going into that higher time frame kind of demand zone, I might possibly look for buying down in here. It was our daily rally-based rally demand zone. It is counter trend, so the trend is down based on my analysis. Some people might disagree, that's totally fine. But with price going back down into that daily rally-based rally demand zone, if I switch time frames, they can see it, right? It's not going to screw it up. So here is that rally-based rally. So with prices back down in here, I could start looking for buying opportunities. As for selling opportunities, I wouldn't mind start looking for selling opportunities in here. So this is when price was going sideways for me. So with price going, with price going back down into that area of rally-based rally demand, this thing is lagging. There we go. I want to start looking for buying opportunities. It is counter trend. So I need to see evidence of buyers starting to step in. And from my analysis, I have seen that by removing areas of smaller time frame supply zones and kind of breaking downward momentum. So potentially I might want to go long here. Buy limit. You have to push your stop loss, right?
Yep. So you got, find where you want to go and we'll work it out from there.
Just, come on. There we go. Screw it, we'll go there. Take profit. We're gonna go for 2 to 1. I think last time I was here, we were just shooting for 2 to 1 every single time. So I got to figure out.
So yeah, I think it was like, what was it 20? Say 22,
22.
23. So you're looking at 44, 45.
Sure, let's go there.
Okay, now grab before you hit order. Let me just grab it. So we gotta do a little bit of a manual thing here. So we got to work out what it is. 0.858. 87. There we go. Perfect. 0.87. So you can hit order and you're away. So it's $200. 2% of the $10,000 account is what we're risking. Hit order and you're away.
Order.
Okay, so that order's in.
Okay.
Now the lines are quite faint, guys, so you gotta sort of might need to squint to see them. But that little arrow, ooh, almost triggered you in. So close on that one. So close. Didn't trigger. So you'll be able to see the trade down the bottom. Would have gone straight to take profit as well. So you're about half a pip away from getting in. It's that so annoying. Oh, wow. So annoying.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That trade's
it's
done?
All good. It's all part.
Done? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll cancel it then, sure.
It shows skill though. It shows a lot of skill there because that was to the pip. Big time.
Oh, good. All good. It's part of trading, man. Okay, now the prices are back up into that drop-based drop. I could start looking for selling opportunities, right? I'm not sure how many people are familiar with the supply and demand methodology. There are obviously thousands of different methodologies out there. You just kind of got to figure out what works best for you. So with price going back up now into here, the same thing that I saw here, and this is what I was talking about when prices are going down into that daily demand zone, I want to start seeing supply zones or so buyers starting to come in. So what I said was prices are going to be coming down into the daily time frame, into my zone where I want to start looking for buying opportunities. But before you start seeing a strong, I guess, daily candle going up, you're going to see price go from down to sideways to up. So you're going to see price turn from inside out, right? So that was that kind of happening right here, right? Some people might draw trend lines, momentum lines. I don't know, they wait for EMA crossovers. Whatever type of indicator or whatever type of trade way you trade is totally fine, right? So that's how I see the market personally.
Yeah.
So exactly what I saw there is something that I would like to see here. So let's go, let's just scroll through. Oh, double click. How many people we got in the chat going?
We got 70 odd people in here. So guys, if you got any questions for Austin, just let him know what your questions are, and we'll see if we can get him to answer them. and I'll read them out. So he says somebody said grab a beer after the limit order didn't get triggered. Grab another.
Got you
swig.
covered, buddy, right here. Let's go. Stop loss. We might potentially have a new order here. Stop. Yeah, I'm drinking Heineken in case anybody was curious.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
The OXXO that I go to, I don't like the Mexican beer. There's only a couple of Mexican beers that I like, and that's Pacifico, Modelo, and something else. Modelo, Pacifico, and I'm not too sure. If you go to your local liquor store, you'll find it.
Do they have Corona?
Yeah, Corona.
Yeah. Sol?
Yeah,
Sol
on the west side, it's kind of, if you're on the west side of Mexico, they like Pacifico, but if you're on the east side of Mexico, they like Corona.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of, territory. Okay, oops. Okay,
So
I think I just set my stop loss in the wrong location.
You can just click on the little thing again. Just click on the little...
Okay, well, let's just reset. Sell limit. I can't even see what this says, so...
it's 5 pips, 7 pips, 7.1.
Okay, whatever. Let's go there.
Oh, sorry, 17.
Take profit. 17?
That was 17 pips, sorry, yeah.
Okay. 17 times 2, Cam?
17 times 2 is 33, is it? 34. 34.
I have no idea.
34. 34.
Is it? Okay.
Yep, it's 34.
33.
There's 34 there, yeah, about 33.
Let's go there. Screw it.
Okay, all right, let me grab this for 2 seconds.
Order?
And just, no, I'm just gonna set the.
I feel like I'm just gonna leave this trade on no matter what.
Okay, so it's
It's a pain in the ass.
0.2, 0.18. Okay, 0.17. Ah, damn it. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna hit order for you. Okay.
Looks good. Okay,
bang.
so this is your trade, man. You're the one that pushed order.
This doesn't count. Okay, go.
Okay,
go for it, mate. Let's see.
Come on. So now what I'm waiting for is so kind of the same thing is that we saw that price starting to turn on the smaller time frame, like on the 1 hour here. Same thing that we saw on the daily. So I just need prices to come back up. I'm not going to chase it and push sell. I'm just going to wait for the pullback to say, hey, this is where sellers previously saw value, and this is where they started selling. So I'm going to enter there potentially. Prices absolutely got away, and it's now all the way down there. So
are you going to leave that order?
That's pretty.
You can leave it in there. I mean, you can still take more orders and leave that one in there, obviously.
Yeah, I know I can, but
it's up to you.
It's gone too far.
You want to cancel it? Just cancel it down the bottom there. That's it.
Yeah, we'll cancel it. Cool. Sorry, buddy.
Somebody says, do you trade supply and demand?
I do. That is the methodology that I trade. Yeah. So now I would still look for selling opportunities possibly in here now. Come on. There we go. So that is a rally-based drop supply zone. This thing isn't gonna. All right. Can I delete things?
Yeah, you can delete it. I think just right-click on it and then select it. Right-click, delete.
Delete.
Actually, okay. I might move the. Oh no, actually, sure, you're good. You're all good. So somebody says, what are your thoughts on the current market conditions?
Current market conditions, as in the stock market and everything, it's been pretty wild over the last week. Honestly, this week, 2 weeks has been pretty wild in my opinion.
Actually, mate,
if he's asking for my opinion in the stock market, I personally believe that it's completely rigged to go up. I'm bearish the market, but then again, they're just going to continue printing money, so it's rigged to go up, and so they don't want the stock market crashing. I believe gold and silver will be the best play over the next couple of years.
It's funny because a mate of mine literally just sent me an email. I mean, he trades stocks, and he sent me an email, not an email, a message this morning while I was getting this thing set up. Have you been following the US stock exchange at the moment? Absolutely crazy times, unprecedented. I had a look at S&P and Dow, and I was like, oh, it's just going up. It's going up. I mean,
yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like, there was nothing crazy. There was no crazy moves, but it's the fact that I suppose it's still going up and the world is in turmoil.
14. Sorry, I'm trying to explain to the viewers what my analysis is so they can know, but it's the platform that I'm just screwing with. Great platform. I just got to look in because the Zoom meeting is like out. It's not close up to me. So I got to, how many pips is that?
That's 13 or
14.
Pips.
Let's call it 14.
Yeah,
so 28.
Yep.
You're good at this, huh? You're good at math. All right.
Okay.
Your job.
Before you jump. Yeah. Okay. Right. So let's go 1.3.
It's a shame you guys can't see the view from my room. I actually uploaded a whole YouTube video on that. Beautiful place. I'm paying $30 American, $33 for this whole place. Overlooks the whole water, whole city, up on a mountain.
$33
hot tub, cold tub.
At $33
American.
a day. Wow.
Yeah, for the night. Yeah, I booked 7 days. They offered me a deal if I go 7 days straight up. It's just because of the pandemic that they're offering such a good deal right now, right?
Right.
So,
and is this the only place you've stayed in, or because you?
No, I've moved from. I've done hotel reviews on my YouTube videos of traveling trader, like living off of $100 a day, and then I take that $100 and I go to a hotel. I spend $30, $40. Then I have like $40, $50 to spend throughout the day, and I kind of show that. Right. So, trying to show people you could do it on a budget.
Yeah. You're in the trade, by the way. Oh, sorry, you're not in the trade. You're in the order. We've still got another 5 to go, guys. Got another 5 trades here. So this is like you're getting extra education here because we've already had 2 setups that you've.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
We just need price to pull back. Let's go. So what we need is price to be coming down. Some people might say, oh, I saw a million different trades I could get into. That's totally fine. Good for you.
That's what a lot of
right?
people do say.
The key is consistency. I saw a million trades I could have gotten into. Well, that's good for you, man. How's your trading working out for you? It's going good? Okay, cool. Continue doing it.
Somebody saying that Ryan says a lot of trends changing in FX. Have you noticed that? A lot of trends changing?
Yeah, obviously with the US dollar, it was crashing throughout the entire 2020, right? For the last couple since the pandemic. But then, especially over the last 2 weeks, the US dollar has seen a lot of buying coming in. I see it as if you actually go to the US dollar chart and you go down to the monthly or up to the monthly, you will see it's in a monthly demand zone, and then you're going to see the price turn on the daily time frame, meaning removing opposing supply zones and breaking downward trend. So with prices down at the extreme of the monthly demand zone, I would see buyers potentially coming in, and that's what we've seen over the last 2 months. Okay. Hello?
Oh, you're in that trade and you're out of it. You got stopped out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was an L. Current balance is 9794.
Okay.
So
probably shouldn't have been in that based on the daily, but all good. Let's continue. So we're going to go back to the daily, and I'm going to wait for these new areas of supply. Come on.
All right, now there was another question here. Oh, okay, yeah. So can you trade set and forget? Do you trade set and forget? Like, once you set the order, you'll walk away for a day or whatever and go and come back like fishing?
I'm more of a fan of the confirmation, meaning waiting for price to turn inside out. Set and forget is totally fine too. It's just a different type of setup. I'm personally more of a fan because I sit on my computer a lot. I typically do more confirmation. So a set and forget would be like possibly entering here maybe at this rally base drop, because it's embedded, meaning inside that daily zone, and that daily zone that I just marked out is the blue zone. So they would potentially be looking to sell right up in there in that supply zone. Totally two different setups, but this is just, for the sake of this, I guess I will try to stick with confirmations. I could take it. We could see what it does. So if you were to do the set and forget, that would be your zone right there anyways, to potentially short at.
Yeah.
With prices now going up into it. Then if I was to say what's going to happen with that, or where I would take my profit, I would take my profit before this area right here. Right.
And I suppose I wonder if they're just sort of saying, like, once the trade's
There you
in,
go.
do you just walk away? You can
yeah, exactly like we talked about. So that would be your rally-based drop, set and forget, right?
Yeah.
And that's where your target would obviously be, right before that zone.
Just
kind of two zones. So if you took the set and forget, that would have been your trade. But if you're waiting for confirmation, meaning waiting for price turn from inside out, which you're starting to see here, some people might look to trade up there. I personally wouldn't, because it doesn't qualify as a good zone, right? But hopefully we can get prices go a little bit deeper and then show us evidence of sellers coming in. So you might get some selling coming in here. Sell limit. It seems like every trade I'm calling works out pretty good, huh? That I don't get in.
Yeah,
Is that 2 for 2? That is 2 for 2. So let's go.
195. I've done the calculation. You got 195 to risk on this one, so I'll set that up.
Take profit. 26 times 2.
52.
Nice. Were you good at math?
I was all right. I wasn't like really amazing. I was okay. I was, yeah, I mean, I'd say I was probably, I don't know. I think I got good mark. I mean, I wasn't like exceptional by any means.
Yeah, neither was I. I was my best subject in math was that sine, cos, and sin thing. You know, on that calculator, how you have sine, cos.
Yeah.
They give you A and B, and you got to find C, or they give you C, and you got to find D and B, and then divide that answer by A to get, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Those guys in the chat will know what I mean. The younger guys, because it's
sine
more
and
fresh
cosine,
for them.
and yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sine, cosine, and sin, or something like that. I loved that topic. I always got 100%. It was just so easy to me. I don't know why.
Right,
so we're good.
You've got the order there. Yep. If you want to reposition it, you can actually move the order up and down.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Yeah. So one-to-one traders would struggle now because they've lost the first trade, and you're in, and they've now got another one-to-one trade would only.
Okay. We're out of that one.
2 down. Okay. So your 80% win rate's not going to happen today, but carry on.
Say again. You're lagged.
Your 80% win rate is not going to happen today, but you got 3 more goes.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, 5.
Sorry about that. Let's see. Where are we? Daily chart, right?
Yep.
4.
Oh, the likes on the video are just creeping up slowly, guys. Come on, if you're watching, hit the like button. This is great free education for anyone that's into trading. And look, it's entertaining as well. We've got Austin over there in Mexico, drinking beers. He's currently, my live scores are not happening. That's what I'm not doing, is updating the live scores. So let me do that. So currently 0 trades. So
What's
two
that?
losses. 2 losses. Oh, sorry, I'm just giving the guys an update. 2 losses. If you're just joining, it's 2. Currently 0 for 2. Got 3 more trades left. We're on the Euro US dollar pair. It's 5 trades on the 1 pair is what we're looking for here. And Austin's taking 2 to 1 trades. So and
I hate scrolling through this thing. It's all good. Okay, let's see if we can potentially go short here. Going deeper into it. 1 second test. Going deeper up into it. Breaking, removing. Talking to myself. Want to do your math skills again?
okay, so what was the stop loss?
Sorry, I got to figure that out. 15.4 times
so
2.
You're looking at 31 maybe. It's 33, 32.
There we go.
Okay, it's a little bit more. Okay, all right. Let me just set this up. So you got 92, sorry, to play with. So we're going to try 192. So 1 point. There we go. Perfect. Oh no, 192, 1.25. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Do you want me to hit order?
Yeah, go for it. This is your trade.
Okay. Right. See how we get on. Trade number 3.
All right.
Okay, you're in. Oh, what a great trade.
Oh.
Oh, so close.
Are we out?
We're not out.
Oh, sorry, that's my
no, we're not
cursor.
out. We're not out. We're not out. Not yet.
No way. Stop me out, baby. Just give me the loss.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Good, man. It's all good.
Okay,
there we go.
Cool. All right, you're almost back to break even there. Only a couple of dollars below it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
999.8.
All right.
2 more trades to go.
Get
so
the confidence up, right? There we go.
Yeah, if you win the next 2, it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. So what about that? Is that 3?
So that's 3. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to give you guys a little now. Sorry, I was being a little quiet there. Just trying to focus up. I wanted to make sure I get a good trade in there. So for you guys listening, thank you for being patient there. Some people actually, when I see this on that daily time frame, some people might see this as a support and resistance line, right here. I'm sure some people will be saying, hey, that is resistance. So I will be looking for selling opportunities there. That was also on my mind, but first things first, it was coming up into this area of supply, and clearly with this very big, strong leg out, I call them, or imbalances, or candlesticks, you could call them. These are very strong. So that's telling me that is lots and lots of money. That is billions and billions of dollars pushing sell. So I'm thinking if sellers were up in there previously before, then why potentially would they not see the same value maybe if and when prices do come back up into that area of supply, right? So that's kind of my analysis. Cam, you here?
Yep. So somebody said close the currency list to the
coffee?
left. No. I was just having a look at the chat. So I'm going to just close this window here, give people a little bit more.
That blows it up a lot better.
Yeah. And we can actually probably make that bigger as well. Okay. Sorry, good feedback, guys. Thanks for that. So
yeah,
control again.
I saw prices going up into that area of rally-based drop supply zone. So that was telling me, hey, they saw value in it once before, so why shouldn't they potentially see value in it again if and when prices go up in there? Prices did go back up into that daily supply zone. So I said, okay, I want to drop down to a lower time frame. And to be honest, this was kind of like a 4-hour zone as well. So if we look at the 4-hour, so it's kind of like 2 zones up in here. Right, so that's why I wanted to look for selling opportunities. Prices went up right up to the extreme. So this is the last time that sellers are potentially going to be coming in. So I went down to that 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And I want to see sellers starting to come in. Can you hear me, Cam?
Yep.
All right. Thank you. It said my connection is unstable.
Okay, yeah, you stopped there for a millisecond, but you're all good.
We see this little rally-based rally demand zone, this area of demand getting removed. That is also where I would personally place my trend line, connecting that up. So we did end up removing that with the price action over here, and price came straight back up into it. Same thing as the higher time frame. Like this lower time frame has a lot of sellers coming in. Like I said, price has to turn from inside out. So with us going up into that higher time frame supply zone, we are going to see it going up on the lower time frames. Then you're going to see it go sideways, and then you're going to start to see it go down. So I'm waiting for that evidence to show me, hey, that kind of upward trend is starting to turn from inside out. And then I want to look for the sell pullback, right? If I was taking multiple take profits, there's so many different ways to take profits, man. Like that's a common question that I personally get is where do you take profits, and so on and so on. There's a million different ways. Some people like to do 2-to-1s, maybe 1-to-1s. Some people like to manage their stop loss differently. If you were going to take multiple take profits, I would personally look either to get out my second take profit around here. Because clearly here on the 15-minute, this was a very strong rally out. So I think potentially you might see buyers coming in over here. Kind of like that trade that, not the last trade I took, but I think the set and forget that I talked about, saying, hey, you were going to do the set and forget. That would be your trade right there. But I think for this, I'm just going to be doing, like I said, just confirmation, meaning waiting for price to turn from inside out. But if you're doing the set and forget, that would have been your trade setup right there.
Cool.
I don't know. So we can continue just to see for educational purposes, because I don't want to just sit here and be quiet and just take the trade and say, have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe. Right.
So somebody asked the question, John, you asked the question.
It's grinding.
Sorry, I was going to say, John asked the question of, do you know if Forex Simulator has a list of a library of indicators? Yes, it does. It has all the sort of standard ones you get in like MetaTrader 4, but you can add your own custom MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 indicators, and I believe there's a converter that converts them to the format that allows them to work on this. So that's your question. Okay, somebody, Justin's answered that question anyway. Question for you, Austin. Do you set the limit order based on mitigation? I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
On what, sorry?
Do you set the limit order based on mitigation?
To be honest, I don't even know what mitigation means.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, mate. Max, maybe ask the question in a different way. That might help us answer it.
Mitigation.
Mitigation.
It sounds like a drug.
Yeah, no, it's like mitigate, to mitigate something. I can't even explain it. English wasn't my strong point.
Hey, did you get any of that medication or mitigation? I don't know.
Max, ask it again, mate. Oh, somebody's asked, how many cure girls are there in Mexico, Austin? How many cure girls?
Cure girls?
Cure, C-U-R-E.
C-U-R-E. Cure?
Oh, no. Cute. They're saying cute.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they're amazing, man. They're awesome. Tinder is very good here if you like Tinder, but there's obviously lots of Mexican girls at the bars and clubs. All the bars and clubs are open down here. So come on down here, and a lot of them just love the gringos, which is obviously if you're white. right? Because you got time and money, so they want to be with you. They're great. Oh yeah, strongly recommend them. I got a couple down here. That's a story for another day, though. It's kind of hard when they all work downtown and you start bringing them out at different times and they see you hanging out with another girl. Oh yeah, disastrous. Okay, so an area that I might be looking for buying opportunities. Yeah, there was one girl that I was hanging out with, but all the other girls when I went out with the other girls, they all wanted to go downtown, so we might walk through downtown. And that girl that I was seeing, she would see me with the other girls. But she knew. I told her I was seeing other people, but you know, not everybody's in the same boat with that, and they're not okay with that, which is understandable. But I believe you're the king. The man's the king. He can do what he wants, right? I recommend not getting in a serious relationship, especially if you're trying to make it as a trader. You know what I'm saying, Cam?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's years ago for me.
Time and money, man. It's time and money.
It's years ago for me. So
especially if you're young, hell no. It's time and money. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to read the chat at the same time.
Trying to fast forward. Okay, there we go. How's the chat doing?
Right, so Max got that answered. The mitigation question was answered. We mitigated the question.
Immigration? Mitigation? Immigration? Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Okay, so we've got 2 more trades left, guys. If you haven't hit like yet, there must be something wrong with you. Hit like button on the video, please.
I'll go in for the lulz.
Don't be stingy with the likes, as somebody once said. So what? So what do you put on your channel, Austin?
On my channel right now, I really gone into trading really to start traveling and trading. That was always my dream. When growing up, I used to always watch TV shows like Departures, or some guys on YouTube who did a series on YouTube called Hong Kong, or New York to Hong Kong, or Hong Kong to New York. Just young guys traveling, and they would document it, and especially a TV show called Departures. And I would just always watch YouTube channels of people traveling, and I love traveling myself. So I knew that's what I wanted to do. And that's why I got into trading personally, not necessarily for the income, but to be the own boss and to travel around the world. So right now, that was always my passion of getting into trading, was to live that type of lifestyle. Now I want to share that with other people with traveling too, and showing people you don't necessarily have to be making $10,000 a month. I mean, to be honest, if you're going to be traveling Mexico or anywhere around the world, I would say all you need is about $2,000 American, and you will go anywhere around the world. As long as you're on a budget. Depends what you want, you know?
Yeah, I remember back in the day when I went to Turkey for 2 months, and I had $2,000. That was it for 2 months.
Yeah, it's all you need, to be honest. Sure, you won't be living in a luxurious place. I mean, Cam, this place that I'm living in, I wish I could show you guys, but it's going to screw up the lighting. It's overlooks the whole water and the whole city, right? It's a full kitchen, TV connected to Netflix, Spotify, and everything like that. It's a great place, and I'm paying week to week right now, and that's 600 pesos a day, which is $30. Right? If you like to drink, you're going to spend a bit more. But to live in a decent place, and if you like to drink, $2,000. If you like to really party hard and you enjoy luxurious things, then you're gonna want $3,000.
Yeah, 20. I
Depends
think it's 20.
what you
So
want.
you're looking for 40 if it's 2 to 1. Yeah.
Yeah, 40. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel right now. So like the latest video, I went out and did fishing in Cabo San Lucas. I shot the whole vlog. It's about like 8 minutes of me fishing, catching some mahi, almost caught a marlin, and then showing a tour of this place that I'm in right now. And then I did 2 weeks ago, I did an ayahuasca trip. You know what ayahuasca is?
Oh, is it like the shaman things?
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Ah,
shaman
okay.
psychedelic drug trip.
Yeah.
You do a ceremony and stuff like that. So I did that 2 weeks ago, and I would like to share that with my YouTube audience as well, talking
Oh,
about my
cool.
experience. So that's probably going to be in my next video. I've already
Cool.
told my private group about it, but I would like to share my YouTubers as well because they like traveling.
Yeah. Oh, I'll check that out. Now, yeah, so you're in that trade. That trade's been placed for you.
Okay,
You're not
okay.
in the trade. That's been placed.
Sorry, Cam. I'm just here to talk to you guys and entertain. I enjoy my time here. I appreciate it. Okay, so waiting for prices. Hopefully, price doesn't just take off. Okay, so now it's touching that higher time frame zone. Before I was looking for buying opportunities. Now that it's came back up into that area that I previously identified. Oops. I could start looking for selling opportunities. I guess if you're going to set and forget, you would potentially be looking to set and forget here at the extreme of the zone, right? That would be completely valid. Let's go to the daily time frame for the kick of it. Yeah. So let's go back down to the 1 hour. I'm going to cancel that order. How are we on time? 2018-10?
Oh, you got plenty of years left.
Awesome.
You got another 2 years left.
So I'm going to scroll forward. How's the chat doing?
Now the chat is there's no more questions for you.
This is the time to ask questions.
Oh, sorry. Somebody said, "What's the channel? What's your channel called?"
MoneyBallAustin. Thanks for reminding me. I'm not the best at plugging myself. I don't like to shamelessly do that to other people's YouTube channels, but yes, MoneyBallAustin.
And so what are you going to see? What are we going to see in this this ayahuasca video?
You know what? I got a story for everybody. Just kind of the experience that I had, kind of the experience that other people had. I was the only white guy there. I was the only English guy. The rest were Mexicans. Had an absolutely amazing time. I would like to share my story, but I'll wait till the video. But I strongly recommend everybody.
Did you struggle with the language? Were they all talking Mexican, or do you speak Spanish?
Mexican. Or they all speaking? They speak Spanish. I speak a little Spanish, but not enough to have a complete full-on conversation in detail. But I could get by. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I remember I was in Holland for work years ago, and went out to dinner with, I think everyone could speak English, but they're all Dutch, right? And sorry, they weren't all Dutch. There were some Belgium guys there and Dutch guys, but they were all speaking Dutch. And I tell you what, it's just so demoralizing because everyone's cracking up, and you're like, I got no idea. You're sitting there for 2 hours going, can this dinner please end? And like one guy will speak to you in English for a bit, and you're like, I got to keep the conversation going because if he stops talking to me, then nobody's going to speak to me. And then somebody like says something on the table, and it's just like everyone's cracking up, and you're going, this is just rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. And you feel like this sort of like, I don't know, it's just weird. You feel like almost like a little baby at the table that nobody's, everyone sort of just ignores, and your baby's in the corner or whatever. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, I don't know if it sounds like it might have been similar to what you were.
No, everybody enjoyed. Okay. I can speak a little Spanish, so I could figure it out. And some of them speak a little English, so they were translating different times. But yeah, interesting time. That was definitely, you hear about people's stories. A lot of people have some problems, as in, not bad problems, but they just had to face a question that they might have had for themselves, or, very spiritual. How do I delete this?
All
right, there we go. Okay. Let's try going long here. Right click, buy limit, stop loss. Let's just do that. 19.5 times 2, Cam?
Yeah, it's 40 again. Or if you want to be precise, 39.
Oh, I'm down. So I mean, I guess I'm up. Screw it, we'll go 41. There we go.
Okay, hang on. Right, let me just jump in here so you got 200 to play with again. So 1.5. No. There we go.
Yeah, Cam, you should be coming down here to avoid the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Well,
I recommend everybody coming down here, man. It's only going to get a lot worse. Just wait till you have to get the immunity passports, and especially down here is when when you leave Canada, or sorry, not just Canada, but America now, starting the 26th for the American, which was 2 days ago, you have to get a negative COVID test before you leave the country. And all the COVID tests down here in Cabo is a big scam. They're charging people $250 just to get the negative COVID test.
To get the test, or just to get a negative one? To get a test. Okay,
yeah, to get tested. Sorry. But yeah, I'm sure you could throw a couple.
You could pay for the negative one. Can I just get the negative one? Thanks.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Throw them extra $50. He'll just throw you a negative 100%.
Well, things we've got like, I mean, we got no pandemic down here. I mean, it's like there's hardly any COVID in the country at all. There's no community outbreak. It's all
still locked down.
No, we're not locked down. We haven't been locked down since March last year, April last year.
That's Australia?
New Zealand.
Oh, Australia might be different.
So it's literally like normal life. There's no difference, right? You're in that trade.
Oh, yeah.
Good push to the upside. You want it to break that high.
I don't like that, but we'll just keep going. It's probably going to stop me out, in my opinion. They're fighting.
Yeah. You might be all right. It might be all right.
It's gonna fall, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, nah, that's not looking good.
Yeah, there you go. Sure.
Okay. So back down again. Next trade, last trade. So last trade of the day. Right. So you're at
down one.
You're down. It's all on percentage now. So you're down on the account, but it's by $200.
So analysis with this really quick, because I would like to still give the trade review. Daily time frame prices were coming back down here into the lower portion of this demand zone that made this whole leg out, this whole move. So with prices going back down there, I wanted to look for buying opportunities. I saw this area of supply getting removed, breaking downward momentum, and that was the demand zone I saw to get in. Usually in my trading, Cam left. So usually in my trading, that's what I'd like to see. Prices came back down. This is not something I would want to see going back down into my arrivals, as in the price grinding down and making these pivots, right? I believe something I said was once it made this high, I said sellers are probably going to come back in. But hey, we're in it. Let's just see if it hits win or lose.
Question. It's coming like, how do you feel when you lose 2 or 3 trades consecutively?
2 or 3 is not bad in my opinion. I mean, even if you are running, let's just say a 50% win-loss ratio, you are, go flip a quarter, heads or tails 10 times, you're probably going to get maybe heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, right? So during that time, don't be surprised if you get 2, 3, 4 losses in a row. It's not uncommon, right? That's when risk to reward will play out potentially. How do I deal with it? To be honest, 2 or 3 is nothing because I accept it. Back testing will definitely help you with that because you can see over the long term, over the course of maybe like 50 trades or 100 trades, you can see what the expected drawdown is, or potentially, what's your win percentage, risk to reward, and all that. So once you have 50 trades, you have a pretty good judgment on what will happen over in your trades. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to draw out zones. I don't know, but what if 2 or 3 for me is no biggie. I don't think that should be for anyone. 2, 3, that's a very small amount of trades. But once you start losing, for me personally, like 6, 7 in a row, that's when it starts like being difficult for me because that's pretty uncommon. can't even do this.
Yeah, I don't know if you're missing the zone or what,
But yes, once you get 6-7 for me personally, that's when it kind of gets frustrating for me. But if that happens after I lose 3-4 trades in a row, I half my risk. So let's just say I'm trading 1%. I will go after 3 or 4 losing trades in a row. I will half that and I'll go down to 50, or sorry, 0.5. So let's just say if you're trading $100 stop loss, usually you'll go down to 50 after 3-4 trades in a row, right? And just trade that until you get a trade or two winning, and then you go back up to your normal percentage. So you just got to limit the drawdown. That's what I recommend.
So Max is saying he does 7 in a row and doesn't feel anything. 9 or 10, and he'd start to review.
9 or 10, okay.
Yeah, it must be a high win risk to reward.
Well, yeah,
ratio.
I guess it depends on what you're trading on, right? Some people have a 20%, 10% win rate, but their risk to rewards are like 10, 20 to 1.
Yeah, exactly.
That's totally fine. Just because, somebody loses 80% of their winners, or sorry, 80% of their trades, doesn't mean they're a shitty trader.
Here's a
Depends
question
what their style is.
From Luca. Are you able to make more money selling video courses like other fake traders?
Okay, you lagged out there. Can you do that again?
Are you able to make more money selling video courses, like other fake traders? Or so basically, I suppose, are you
for selling versus real trading?
Yeah,
right.
Selling versus trading. Yeah,
that's good. That's an excellent question to ask, because I also do sell my own portion as well. You can hear me?
Yeah.
I think this is difficult. This is actually the first time on it. I've been asked this question before. I think it's easy money. It really is easy money to actually just sell a program for short term. And I think if somebody was going to do it short term, you get into the signal business. I think signals is a lot easier because you don't have to actually deal with the trader and help them one-on-one or anything like that, or you don't have to produce YouTube videos. You could just spam the crap out of Instagram and run Instagram ads and just only run Instagram. It's very easy. And I know some people that do that and they make, like 5, 7, 8, 10 grand, 8, 20 grand a month. Very easy. Some make 40 grand. And just giving out their signals. By the time, say Cam, I'm selling my signals for $40, $50 a month. You say, no sweat, I'll give you a chance for $50. For a month, you give me your $50, I start giving you signals. It might take you, maybe I do really well for a month, but the average trader in that group is going to be there for 2 to 3 months, and then they're going to leave, right? So I took you for maybe potentially 100, well, $50, $100 to $150, but by the time you leave, there's already 3 other people that have filled your spot. So I'm making more and more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose it's thinking about the signals and that, it's like almost because for somebody to make somebody an extra $100 a month, right, can be a big deal for a lot of people, right? So great, I got an extra $100 on my pay packet, and maybe I'm paying $25 a month as well. So maybe I made $125. But as $100 I didn't have, I wouldn't have been able to make myself. And you've helped me do it. Now, the thing is, I think where people get like butt hurt is when guys, they're able to do that at scale. And then, I suppose they can make some serious money if you can get enough people that you're giving, they're making $100 a month, paying you $25, but you get so many of them, then all of a sudden you're making significant money, and people, they just get jealous. I mean, they get butt hurt, really, is what, that's a term I heard years ago. I quite like it. So I think
butt hurt.
Yeah, butt hurt. It's like if somebody kicked you in the butt and your butt's hurting. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's. So it's a skill that if you can make other people money, then yeah. Or teach people how to do something, then and you want to monetize it, then fair enough. It's up to you. And it's if you get at scale, then what you're going to do is you're going to find that you're actually going to make a lot more money, and possibly more than what you can make trading. But you're still able to generate an income for the people that are learning your trading skills, but not as much, because you've gone and reached out and done that extra bit of work. It's like the guys who did my course, right? So I teach people how to build trading robots. Did my course, and instead of going, oh, I'm going to build a trading robot for myself, I'm going to build a trading robot and sell it into funds and license it. And he made 7 figures. Whereas you take a different approach, you just build it into a robot that you trade for your own capital, then you're going to make a lot less. So it's how you want to leverage whatever you're doing, I think is a good way to look at it.
I completely understand that, and I would agree to an extent. Yeah. You see some people doing interviews or something like that. I'm not saying with you, but like other people. I think when people give the answer, when they give the question, why do you teach or why do you sell a program? And they say, oh, I love teaching or educating people. I just love it. That's their answer. I think that's bullshit. Sorry for my swearing. But in my opinion, you do it for the money. It's a second stream of income. For you to only straight be living off of your trading income, just trying to be realistic here, it is very stressful, right? It is very stressful. If you have a bad month, bad 2 months, maybe a bad month, whatever, you put a lot of pressure on yourself for the following month to make that money. But if you actually have a second business or a third stream of income coming in, it's extremely nice, right? So if you do bad in your trading, you do have those other businesses giving you, money or income during each month. Most traders that I know run a side business, or they go back to being an employee for somebody, but they're being an employee for somebody, or they're having a job that they really like.
Yeah.
A lot of them I know are like engineers. They go back to being an engineer because they really like being an engineer, but they make more money trading, but they just like that 9 to 5 structure, and they like that easy paycheck, right? Even though they make way more money trading, they just like that structure, right? And then there's other people that are running the businesses as well, right? So I think, I forget, we kind of spun off of that question a bit, but why would I personally do it? For me personally, it's in my opinion, it's easy. It's easy money. It's easy money if you're gonna do it. If you're gonna just rip people off of Instagram and only run Instagram. But in my view, if you're only running Instagram, I think you're kind of a scam, because you think about it. Cam? Do you know the #1 search engine in the world?
YouTube.
It's Google. YouTube is number second.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, Google is the #1 search engine. Yeah, it's all good. I overlook it too, but Google is the #1 search engine in the world.
Yeah.
YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. So you think if you're going to be running a business, you would have a YouTube account. It doesn't matter if you're getting 500 views a video or 200 views, whatever. You're using the #2 search engine in the world, right? Which Google or YouTube is owned by. Oops. Hello?
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, I just scrolled up. Sorry, that was me. Sorry, I forgot.
That's you?
Yeah, sorry. You click. I forgot I had the
control.
Yeah, you go. Sorry, I was trying to look at the chat, and I was like, oh, well, you've got control of my computer. Sorry.
No problem. But YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. So in my view, if a business doesn't have YouTube going, it's kind of sketchy in my opinion. It is a lot more work instead of just posting stuff on Instagram.
Also, sorry, you're saying if you don't have a YouTube channel,
it's kind of.
And you only got Instagram,
want to say that because I know other people.
Okay,
I'm not necessarily just. I don't want to say that, but to me, you should be taking advantage of the #2 search engine in the world, and that is YouTube. A lot of people spend a lot of time on YouTube. How-tos are like the most popular YouTube. If you could say how to make $500 a day, okay, just produce $500. If you're even going to be a scam artist, whatever, just pull up YouTube videos, how to make $500 a day trading signals, and just post that. You don't even have to show yourself. It's just an extra, you're using the #2 search engine in the world. You're going to get views. In my view, it's just, I don't know. Instagram's sketch. I hate social media. I hate it. I don't recommend people using it. I hate using it. I only go on to check my messages. But in my view, some people start with Instagram, then they move to YouTube. Totally fine, right? But I don't know. This is just my opinion, Cam.
Yeah, I mean, social media.
But
I mean, I
for
don't
me,
use it
sorry.
personally.
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say I don't use it personally anymore.
No, I don't use
I
it
only
either.
use it with trading that stuff, and most of the time it's a guy that that helps me out who posts the stuff for me. So because I haven't got time to do it.
Yeah, I've seen most people tell me that. So you're eventually gonna have to pay somebody to edit your videos and do that stuff for you because you work a lot, man. I always see you posting videos, and
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. I'm
it's
a
too much
person that
work for
doesn't
one
like
person.
working. I hate sitting on my computer all day and doing that type of stuff. So I personally would rather just travel and do my own thing. But yeah, maybe hiring other people down the road is definitely the smart thing to do. Just I haven't made that jump yet. But I'm not sure if there was any follow-up questions with that question. For
No,
me
there wasn't.
personally,
It wasn't really. It was the next question
yeah.
was, do you use supply and demand to trade the stock market?
I do, but I don't necessarily trade the stocks all the time. Stocks are more of a long-term play for me.
What about crypto? Do you do any crypto stuff?
I don't think people should tell people.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know why people go off on YouTube videos or they sit there and claim they made $100,000 off Bitcoin. I think it's the stupidest thing you could do, in my opinion, is make yourself known that you trade crypto and how much money you made. And if you're going to be buying crypto, you do it off the real exchange, not your Forex broker or TD America or buy it off PayPal, because you never actually own it. And it kind of defeats the whole point of Bitcoin. You're going to do it, you're going to trade it, do it off of a real exchange.
Right? Yeah, that was the advice I got as well, was when I asked the other day.
It defeats the whole purpose, man. You're going to have to pay taxes on that.
Yeah.
Love everything about it, totally support everything, but I would not go around telling people you're trading Bitcoin or how much Bitcoin you owe or you own and how much money you've made. I think it's a very stupid thing to do. No need to brag to your friends. Sorry, I'm just focused on our conversation more. Not really focused on the trading.
We got one more trade left. One more trade left.
Yeah, one more trade. Sorry, guys.
So we'll see where we get into it.
See if we can get a trade either in here or here. I kind of like videos or live streams that are just open discussion. This shouldn't be necessarily a video that you sit here and watch me push go or something like that. You should sit there and just listen to it.
Well, it's been a bit like a podcast, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what it should be, man.
Off the cuff sort of chat and conversation whilst you take 5 trades.
How many viewers we got going in? On YouTube?
We've got about 100. We've got about 100. So these guys haven't hit like enough. That if you hit like, guys, we get more viewers and you get more people in the chat to have a bit of banter with. So we've got about 55 likes. If we can get that up to 100, we're doing well. So if we can get that up to 100, which means I think some of you guys would have come and gone. So if you can get that up to 100, that would be fantastic. Hit the likes, yes, the Kirk. Hit the likes. Getting up there, 58. Can we hit 60 or even 75? If we get to 75, that would be amazing. Got to say, the video I put out yesterday got a ridiculous amount of dislikes. It was just me.
What did you say?
It's whenever it's just me by myself, I get
what
dislikes.
What did you talk about?
I taught people the strategy that that somebody had shared with me. I automated the whole thing and then showed how it worked and how the automation worked. And so basically you got to learn a strategy. You got to see how the strategy played out from an automated point of view. It was a trend line break strategy. It actually looked pretty good. But yeah, that was one of the probably worst like to dislike ratios I've had on any video. So I'm like,
Really?
what have I done wrong? What have I done
Wow,
wrong?
that's incredible.
Too much value. Too much value.
Congratulations. Um, yeah, that's the type of stuff happens, man. Don't sweat it.
Here we go. Up to
Uh,
63 likes on this. We can get to 75, I think, guys. If we can get there, you've made it worthwhile today.
okay, so that's going to be the zone that I might look for shorts in. Going down to that 30-minute. Let's go like this. Sell. You there, Cam?
I'm here, mate. I'm just reading the chat. Somebody's asked the question. Oh, all right. So you're doing sell. Sorry. Yeah, go.
Mm-hmm. 13.
Yep.
You want to go for 2 to 1, 3 to 1?
Well, you're probably best if you want to get a positive score. You will have to go for 3 to 1. 2 to 1 will give you a
2 to
positive
1
score. Yeah. 3 to 1, you might not reach.
Or we could shoot for the fence.
Yeah, or you could shoot for the fence.
What is this
or
stop loss? 13? Or we could shoot for the fence.
Yeah, about 13.
13?
Yeah.
13 times 2, 26. What's times 3? 36.
39.
39?
Yeah.
Damn, you're good at math.
It's 32
right.
there.
Let's go out here. Let's go for that.
Okay, let me just jump in here.
Do your magic.
Okay, so we got 195 to play with here. So 5, 2. We'll give you 5-2. Okay, cool. Order, bang, you're in. Right, well, you're not in, but you've got the order placed. Let's have a look. 5th trade. Can Austin bring it back here and get a positive score at the end of this first ever Forex Simulator challenge? Let's see. Well, first of all, can you get in? There's nothing worse than the limits not being triggered. I actually...
Oh, God.
I now...
Trying not to spam through, so it just shoots up or shoots down. I'm trying to go bar.
There you go. You're in now.
Okay, we're in.
Just as it pushes right through. Because this is a good point for a question that came up in the chat. And you can move your stop at any point you want. The question was, what's more relevant, the birth zone or the, which I'm guessing is the original zone? The birth zone, which zones are more efficient, the birth zone or original zone? I don't know what the difference is. Do you know what the difference is?
I think what he's asking is the birth zone. I've never heard that. I think what he's asking is the original zone or inherited zone. And in my view, the original zone is, I think that's a supply and demand trader asking a supply and demand question.
Right. Bang.
Yeah.
He got a positive score. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, hold on. Let's just see how far this would go for the kicks and giggles. All right, there we go. Oh shit, I think. Yeah, there we go. Went back down to that area.
So let me just write that score down here so I don't lose it. It's
Plus
10.
280. So what was that? 2.8%?
It's
I don't know, or 1.8?
2.79.
I'm not good with math. 1.4?
2.79% increase on the account. 2.79.
Damn.
Well done,
Okay, not
mate.
bad.
That is
Positive.
it. That's a great start. Look, it's positive score. It's 2 wins, 3 losses, and you had a good risk to reward ratio, which helped make things really work here. So I'm just gonna flip to the presentation, and
That's the key, man. In my opinion, risk to reward is nice.
yeah. Look, so you're going to be you're top of the table for now, 2.79%. There's no one else on the table. We've got Philip Bloom coming up tomorrow at about the same time. So guys, if you've been watching this one, stay tuned. We've got him coming up tomorrow, doing the same thing. And I believe he's got his own copy of Forex Simulator, so hopefully he's had a bit of a play and can speed through it as well. I think it went really well. I think it worked really well. Remember, we've got the fundamental trading strategy coming up. Sorry, that's just gone live this week. So this is not a strategy. It's this guy, Kevin, who trades fundamentals. Really interesting. Even if you're not a fundamental trader, you'll learn a thing or two here. This is the video I talked about. 15-minute trendline break strategy. A lot of dislikes on this one. So if you guys have liked this, head over there and like that one. Try and get my ratio up. And remember the Forex Simulator backtesting software. This is what we use today. It's pretty, you can see there, very realistic, multi-time frame, multi-market, multi-charting. We didn't go into the multi-chart trading. You get a 14-day free trial. Links below the video. Now, Austin, how can the guys find out more about you? You mentioned the channel earlier on. What are the other ways they can find out more about you?
MoneyBallAustin. That is on YouTube. That is my YouTube as of now. MoneyBallAustin, moneyballtrading.com. I trade that whole methodologies that you guys saw. Supply and demand. I have that full free little mini course on how I actually took all those trades. I show you step by step how to do it in a top-down analysis. And then also in my YouTube videos, I have my tips playlist, which I bring you through the entire methodology, basically so talking about what is supply and demand, what is the concept, how to read the price action, how to draw the zones, what the top-down analysis is. I have a bunch of trade reviews, but now recently I'm starting to do traveling and trading videos where I'm vlogging, and then I also share my trades and I go through the top-down analysis about why I took the trade. So a little bit of travel, my passion, and then a little bit of trading so everybody can get some value from it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, look, Austin, once again, thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been fantastic having you on here, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching this. We've got another one coming up tomorrow. And for now, that's it. I'm signing off. So thank you for watching.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.